Hello, this is Peter with another video, and today I thought I'd just do a video on how I'm going to be potting some bare root trees. So these are all different bare root fruit trees. I got these in this bucket here I think a couple of days ago, and they've been sat in this bucket of water in the shed for a few days, and then I got these in this pot here yesterday, and they've just been soaking for about 24 hours. In these buckets I've got some rainwater I collected from my rain barrel. I've had them soaking in water just to hopefully allow them to take up some water, so they have a better chance of growing once I pot them up. So I'll just quickly mention what I've got in here. There's a bit of a collection of different things. So this one here is a type of peach, another peach. I've got quite a few peach trees this year. This is a Red Haven variety. As you can just about see, it's a Red Haven on a Julian A rootstock. You can see some buds already forming on here, getting swelling, ready for spring. Next to it I have a Greengage, type of plum I believe. So it's called René Claude de Wavet. Not sure exactly the pronunciation of that. I think it's French. But yeah, this is supposed to be a very good variety of Greengage type of plum. Not sure what rootstock this is on. I think it's supposed to be a semi-dwarf rootstock, not 100% sure though. This little one here is an autumn olive. Put the Latin name on the video. But yeah, this, I think it's a variety called Garnet. Yeah, I don't know too much about the autumn olives, but they get little tiny fruits on them. They're pretty hardy, so I thought I'd give it a try. And then over here in this bucket we have some Quince rootstocks. I think there's 6 in total here. These are Quince C rootstocks. I got these for a grafting experiment, which I might feature in a separate video. But yeah, I thought I'd just quickly go over what I'm going to be potting up today. It's going to take me a while to make all the potting mix up for these. Some of them have large root systems, so I'm going to need quite big pots for them. Might trim some of these quince roots a little bit so I can get them into smaller pots, as I don't have too many large pots, and also it take a lot more material to make potting mix, and you're not going to need too much space for the first year or two anyway, as they're getting established. So yeah, I'll start making up the potting mix, and I'll be using a compost based mix with perlite and cocoa coir. It's my general mix I use for outdoor potted plants. But yeah, I try to make it fairly free draining, as we do get quite a lot of rain here. So you don't want the roots of the plants to be sat in water too much. So yeah, the compost I'm using is just a peat-free multi-purpose compost. This one's from B&Q. So nothing special. Get these 50 litre bags, and then I'm just going to be breaking up all the lumps. So into this compost I'll be adding some cocoa coir. This is sometimes called cocoa peat, and also some perlite. I get these large 100 litre bags. It works out more cost effective if you get the large bulk bags. I go through one of these quite quickly anyway. I don't have an exact ratio that I use, I just kind of eyeball it, but I'd say there's more There's more compost in there than cocoa coir, so there's probably a bit more perlite actually than I previously mentioned, but I do usually mix it all up and then add more if needed. One thing to make sure is if you are using perlite, make sure you do it outside or somewhere quite well ventilated. You don't want to breathe in the dust. You can also wet it if you don't want to have dust everywhere. That will also help. I just do it outside and make sure I don't breathe it in. Once it's been mixed up quite well, the dust isn't a problem anymore. These here are 15-litre pots, which I'm probably going to be using for the gage and the peach trees. These are 15-litre size, as I mentioned, which I think is about 4 US gallons, something like that. I'll put the conversion for British and US gallons, but yeah, 15 litres is what the size of them. So as you can see, the roots have been pruned by the seller already, although I may have to prune them a little bit more just to get them to fit in here. I don't really have any bigger pots, so these will have to be good enough. But yeah, you can see it's going to be a bit of a squeeze. I might be able to squash them in a little bit as well. But yeah, these will have to do for now. It'll probably be fine in these size pots for a couple of years at least. Okay, so I got the Greengage potted up first. Now I use most of this bucket that I made up, so I'm going to make some more for the peach, and then for the rest of them I'll also need some more as well. Definitely doesn't go as far as you think. So yeah, I'll go and make the rest of the potting mix up and get them all potted, and then I'll show you the end result. So yeah, hopefully you can all see as the sun is just setting now. It took a bit longer than expected, and I also had to repot a few other plants to free up some containers for these as well. But yeah, you can see I've managed to pot everything up now. Got all the Quince rootstocks potted up. One of them was in a larger container, just didn't have enough of the others. So yeah, I ended up using some of these slightly narrower pots that I just had spare, 3 litre size, but yeah, I thought they'd do okay, as most of them had quite long root systems. I didn't want to cut too much off them. Had to prune a little bit of the roots off just to make them fit in the pots a little bit better. But yeah, hopefully that'll be okay for these. And then the peach here is going to have to go in the shed to protect it from rain, because we do get pretty bad peach leaf curl here usually if they're exposed to wet conditions over spring, winter and spring. So I'll put this in the shed, keep it dry. I don't have space in the greenhouse. That's where most of my others have been kept out of the rain. And yeah, don't know, I think the gage, the plum, the Greengage, will be okay out. I don't think that's as susceptible to leaf curl, so I'll leave that out. And yeah, the Quince rootstocks will all be left out, and the autumn olive as well. So yeah, I'll get these watered, and then I'll put them in different areas of the garden. So yeah, thank you all for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you'll be notified when I release new videos. I'll keep you updated with the progress of these and all my other plants. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time.